What's up, guys? Marlon back at it again here with another video for you guys and girls today. Make sure you guys hit that like button for me and share the video out. Also, make sure you subscribe if you're brand new. We cover PlayStation, we cover Xbox, and we also cover PC as well. We got a serious conversation to have today when it comes to Concord on the PlayStation 5. We got a serious problem. We have reports coming out about the actual numbers, player count numbers, and it is not good. I've said this before about Stellar Blade, not good, right? Now, some people would say, oh, that's great for a new IP, this and that, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. And I said, well, you know, there's 60 million people with a PlayStation 5 currently, right? And then there's 47 million people with PlayStation Plus membership. And so we have a lot to unpack here today. So I'm starting a little early today. Typically, I don't stream on Sundays, but yeah, whenever I do stream on Sundays, it's a bit of a wild card. So just wanted to come out and discuss this because this is a massive problem. And this is a thing that I want to talk about because while, again, I want to say special thank you to PlayStation for sending over the game for us to check out the beta for PC and for PS5. But you guys know me. I'm a straightforward person. I'm honest. I'm upfront with you guys. And I've played the game myself for hours, and I do have a lot to say about this game. And I don't know if you guys have had a chance to even give the game a shot or anything like that. I think that was pretty cool that Sony allowed, PlayStation Plus owners to, be able to get their hands on the game, right? Be able to get their hands on the beta, try it out to see if they actually like it. And if they don't, then hey, that's feedback for them. So let's give everybody a chance to kind of file in here. And I do have a lot to say today because a lot of this stuff is going to come from Jim Ryan, from when Jim Ryan was in, and also Sony just not listening to the fans, right? Obviously, I've been saying that for a very long time when it comes to multiplayer, right? And multiplayer is something that a lot of people crave nowadays. A lot of people want some good multiplayer games. Now, granted, the single player stuff, have been carrying gaming for a very long time. Single player has always been the bread and butter when it comes to gaming. Like, I've been gaming since the early 90s, right? Late 80s, early 90s, I've been gaming. I've been gaming a long time. So to see when Sony got in the game in 94 and everything like that, and, getting into the console space, then doing the PS1, and, it was always the single player games, right? And then transform into PS2, we had a few multiplayer games here and there, which was just really, really good, right? And then going into PS3, I think that's when the multiplayer stuff just really start getting like a lot more serious because the online infrastructure was better on PS3 than it was on PS2. And, the user interface was a lot better. Obviously, the PS3 was way more powerful than the PS2. And there were games that was birded on PS3 that really solidified Sony's name in history, in the history books, right? We could talk about Resistance, we could talk about Killzone, and we could talk about Mag, we could talk about MotorStorm, and those games were just concrete, solid IPs. And to this day, people are still craving those games. I'm one of those guys that have always raise my concerns and talk about those games until the skies turn in different colors. And I've said numerous times over and over again, Sony needs to bring back these games. These games were mega franchises that, generally speaking, means a whole lot to a lot of people and to myself, especially Killzone, a game that I've hold close to my heart to this day. Started out on PS2 and where we are today, no more Killzone, right? And that was something that I felt like that was when the competition was really good, right? Because, you had Microsoft came out with Halo, and then Killzone was supposed to be the Halo killer. And, the battle between Killzone and Halo, it was just so good back then. Even though it was two different type of style, I mean, the same genre, but different enemy types, different story, things of that nature. But it was good. It was really, really good. Then we had Resistance, and more like along the lines of Halo a little bit, but just a little bit different. And, a lot of people love Resistance. A lot of people, I remember when they first came out with the original Resistance Fall of Man. I'll never forget it. And I fell in love. I fell in love with Resistance, the play style, the graphics, the gameplay, the controls, and the whole vibe was good with Resistance. And back then, people wanted more, right? So we had Resistance. And then we had MotorStorm. I had so much fun with MotorStorm. And then Sony started doing, the crossover type fighting games, freaking PlayStation All-Stars and stuff like that. And I was like, man, this is cool that they're actually doing this. And that was when Sony was very creative, right? And I was like, man, this is kind of cool. Like, that we're actually getting these games. Everybody was happy to fire up their PS3s. And we were having a ball. We had Warhawk. This is what I'm saying. Like, as a PlayStation fan, as a diehard PlayStation fan, grew up playing PlayStation games, it's a shame to see the state of multiplayer gaming. That is where I would definitely say we draw the line as gamers at the beginning of this generation. Now, Concord for me is fun to an extent. And I'm going to break down on why I say that, because once you pick a character out of the 16, I'm going to tell you right now, not all those characters are good or fun to use. Some of them are very slow and sluggish. And whenever you're playing a multiplayer game, you need to have the perfect balance. So I'm going to dig deep into just a full-on review on my thoughts on this game. And then I'm also going to talk about the disgrace that's happening on social media right now. It is not good, to the point where I was reading a tweet this morning. This was from last month that I did not even remember seeing back then. And I was like, Sony really did this, or Firewalk really did this? This is why I say when it comes to constructive criticism, now it's different if people are just being bashful and hateful or whatever the case may be, because a lot of people like to ride the wave. But if you're just genuinely, wholeheartedly feeling some type of way about a game, this is why I say don't knock it until you try it. Try the game out, see how you like it. Now, some people, they get on Twitter, they get on Facebook, they get on Reddit, they get on the trends, and then they sit there and then they bash a game. Right? It's trash and this, but you haven't even tried the game. You haven't even give the game a shot to see how it really is. And you just ride in the wave of everybody else. And most of the time, that's just really what it really boils down to. You just have a lot of people that is just piggybacking off of the drama and adding more fuel to the fire. Right? And then people are just like, oh, you're this. And then, oh, you're that. And oh, this and oh, that. And the reality is, we all have a mind for ourselves, right? We all have a mind for ourselves, and we all can think for ourselves. But the problem is that a lot of people don't want to think for themselves. You see what I'm saying? They're worried about what somebody else have to say. And it's like, bro, where were those people when you were purchasing your PS5? Where were those people at? They didn't help you buy your PS5. They didn't help you buy your Series X, right? So if you feel a certain way about a game, you feel a certain way about a game. And there's nothing nobody else can do to change that narrative or to change your mindset about said game. And this is the reality. And this is why I say Sony have to do a better job listening to the mass, listening to the hardcore fans, right? Because you can almost say that Concord is more for the casuals, right? Because it's a hero shooter and a lot of people are not going to take Concord seriously, right? Because a lot of times when people play multiplayer games, they play it competitively. They play it serious, ranked, not unranked, but ranked. You see what I'm saying? So it's more of on a serious front for a lot of people when they fire up a multiplayer game. Now, some people, the casuals, they get a couple kills here and there in the game, and then they're Gucci, they're fine, there's no problems, whatever the case may be. But the reality is that that's just not enough for the mass. And this is a problem that Sony's been hit with this entire generation so far. We're 4 years into the generation, right? Some people would definitely say that there's a lot of, craziness going on right now when it comes to the balance of the games that we're getting. Like people would say, oh, Marlon, we're getting way too much remasters and remakes. And we're getting way too much remasters and remakes, and we're getting less new IPs and less, rebirth of franchises that we care about and that we love. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's a problem when the scale is being tipped on things that people are complaining about. The biggest complaint of the PS5 generation is too much remakes and remasters. Games are getting canceled left and right that people actually like and people actually want to play. This is a proven fact, right? Look at some of the stuff that's been canceled, right? If you look at the Spider-Man multiplayer game that got leaked out, right? People was pissed. People were like, oh man, I would love to play this. Oh, nope, canceled. Twisted Metal. Oh, nope, canceled. Right? Factions, canceled. You see what I'm saying? Like a lot of the stuff that people genuinely want to play, they can't play them because it's either canceled or we don't have any information about it coming to PS5 or happening. This is a massive problem. This is a problem. Make sure you guys hit the like button for me today. Share out the stream. I do have a lot to say, man. I do have a lot to say. I need everybody to be hearing what I'm saying today because this is a problem that cannot go under at all. This is a problem that cannot go under. This is a problem that needs to be solved. And everybody needs to hear this because, man, we are in some serious trouble on the multiplayer segment when it comes to PlayStation right now. On top of that, I'm also going to say Microsoft don't have this problem. Microsoft is smart. Let me pull myself here. Microsoft is smart, right? Microsoft, they started out with Gears and Halo, right? Gears and Halo. When I was playing the game, I said, this is Overwatch. I said, this is Sony's Overwatch. People was coming after me saying, oh, man, this ain't Overwatch. You don't know what you're talking about. This and that. I said, this is Overwatch. And I actually like the original Overwatch 2. I played the crap out of Overwatch 2 before the servers went to crap. And then I stopped playing it because it was just too many issues, right? And then it felt more of like the original Overwatch. You get what I'm saying? It felt more of like the original Overwatch game. So I was like, and this is nothing new here, right? Plus, on top of that, you have a lot of server issues. Get the likes up, guys. We only have 38 likes on the stream right now. Let's see if we can get 100 likes. This is the problem why the streams don't do well anymore, because you guys just sit in the stream and you don't hit the like button and help out the show. Please, I need everybody to hit this like button. This stream is very important, man. Majority of you guys who subscribe to this channel are PlayStation fans. I need you guys to hit that like button. I need you guys to share the stream. This is a very important stream. This is probably one of the most important streams of my YouTube career. And I've been doing this for 17 and a half years. Okay? In the 17 and a half years, my voice is going away. I don't care. In the 17 and a half years I've been doing YouTube, I need you guys to hit the like button, because this show today, I don't know if this is number 1,000 something edition of the show. I don't care what edition it is. Everybody needs to hear this, because I'm about to go in today. This is things that I've been saying for the longest time. The game needs to be more than just fun for a lot of people. It can't just be fun, right? Because fun is only temporarily, right? It is, until something happens to where it pisses you off and it's not fun anymore. It needs to be more than just fun. And for me, Concord is just fun, right? When you find a character that you want to play with, when you find a character that you really like, then it becomes fun. But the problem with Concord is that the maps, or the map, or whatever, I think maybe where there were like 2 maps or something, very bland, or maybe just 1 map, very bland, right? Very bland. Like, not, I would have liked to see more maps into the beta. I know it's just the beta, but I would have liked to see more maps, or more variety of maps, or the maps being more thought out. That was a big problem for me. The next problem is this, and this is where I'm gonna get into my hardcore, honest opinion about this game. The characters. There's a balance issue with the characters. Okay? I've said this in my gameplay. I said there's a balance issue with the characters. You have 16 characters to choose from. And whenever you pick some of these characters, they're either too slow, movement is too slow. Some people are saying, oh, you're just slow on reaction. Your reaction time is too slow. It ain't got nothing to do with no blasted freaking reaction time slow. The friggin' character is too freaking slow, right? Even characters that are skinny and not big old tank characters, they're still friggin' slow. You turn around, yeah, maybe you can turn up the sensitivity and that might help a little bit, but some of these characters are way too slow. Some of the weapons just some of the weapons are okay, right? You run out of bullets before you can even take down somebody in the game, and then you got to reload, and then you clap, you're done. Anyways, whatever. Okay, so also the hit detection, it's okay. It's not the greatest that I've ever seen in a multiplayer game, but it's okay. The progression system, that's okay as well. It's not the greatest progression system when it comes to the characters. Obviously, you can gain XP. You can also customize every single character. So you have 16 characters to choose from. You can customize them. You can add a charm to your weapon. You can change up the gear, stuff like that. That's kind of cool, right? What else? The biggest thing that I would say for Concord, for me, that made me happy was the frame rate of this game. The frame rate, wow. Smooth 60 FPS. Smooth 60. And that's what every single game, not just Concord, but every single game needs to be running at 60 FPS. Nothing lower than that. Anything higher than 60, I will take. 60 should be the standard across the board. People sat there and make excuses, terrible excuses this entire generation, and it pissed me off so much that people sat there and made excuses for these developers to give us 30 frames per second and not 60 frames. It pissed me off. And it will continue to piss me off that some people are willing to settle for 30 FPS and not 60 when it should be a freaking standard. So you're part of the problem too. Whenever these developers decide, oh, yeah, we're fine with giving you 30 frames. Yeah, because you're saying it's okay. Some of you fanboys, it's okay. 30 frames, it's okay. No, it's not. And then they turn around 3, 4, 5, 6 months later and then patch the game at 60 FPS. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? That's the problem with this generation. It's just so much people settling for a lot of things instead of just calling stuff out. It's okay to call this stuff out. One of the things, ever since I've been reviewing games years ago, 10 plus years ago, going on 17 years ago, I've been reviewing games. Listen to me. Let me tell you something. In the reviewer disclosure, the reviewer guide to you is at the bottom in red. It says, be yourself. Be honest. If you want to sit there and be a liar and a fabricator, guess what, buddy? That's on you. You want to be a fraud? That's on you. It clearly says in writing on the reviewer's guide, be yourself. Be honest. Some people, they take a different route because they want to be liars and they want to be frauds, and they feel like, oh yeah, being a yes boy to every single thing instead of calling things out will gain them more popularity. We'll gain them more subs. We'll get them some more free stuff. You see what I'm saying? Like, people over the course of my career, people have said, now you're doing this. Now you're being bashful towards Sony, or you're being too bashful towards Xbox. Did that stop me? No, it did not stop me, because that's who I am. You could say I'm bashing. You could say whatever you want. I don't care. I don't care, because I'm me at the end of the day. Thank you so much for that. Listen. I was getting ready to get into that. Thank you so much for that $10. I appreciate it. Listen to what I'm saying, man. I don't care. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, bro, it's always going to be something. People are always going to have this to say, that to say, blah, 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 all this and that, that, and the third, whatever the case may be. So at the end of the day, this is the reality that we are going to be hit with. What you see is what you get. But at the same time, you have to speak up and do your job as the gamer to say, I don't like this. I played it. I don't like it. Okay, that's fine. That's being honest. Versus most people, they haven't even played the game. They haven't even played the game. Oh, garbage. Now, so 60 FPS. The art style. I do like the art style. The graphics looks really good, right? For a PS5 only game. The gunplay is a very good mechanic, a very good flavor to Concord. The gunplay will sell this game, whether it's a free to play or a $40 game. The gunplay, that's one of the biggest highlight reels. When I first saw Concord, I was like, Destiny, Overwatch, and then I said to myself, oh wow, the gunplay is actually pretty good. The gunplay is good. When you find a character that you like, the gunplay, satisfying. Okay, lots of characters to choose from. You just got to find the one that works for you. Now, I've already said the negatives, at least majority of the negatives. I wish there were more maps. I wish that the movement would have been better with a lot of the characters. There was a lot of lag. I know it's a beta, but it's still a part of my experience. A lot of lag. And it almost ruined my experience with this game. Okay. So a lot of lag, poor character movements. What else? Rivalry mode. I did not like the rivalry mode at all. The rivalry mode is supposed to be more on the competitive side of things. It's ranked, this and that. Did not like it. Did not like the rivalry mode. I like the more PvP, brawl type mode, whatever I think it's called brawl or something like that. Like the first mode that they gave you. I like that mode over rivalry mode, right? So again, this is not, and I've said it in my gameplay, this is not a game that is going to win any Game of the Year award. It's and that's my opinion. Maybe to some of y'all, that's a whole different ball game. But in my opinion, it ain't winning no Game of the Year award. Okay, it's a good game. It's not a terrible game. It's a good game, right? And when you find a character that you care about and you can play, obviously when the game comes out, there's going to be more maps. Maybe they might fix some of the imbalancement issues with the characters. Maybe they might tweak some of the weapons. All of that stuff is fixable. I'm not the biggest hero shooter type of guy. I'm not. Like Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy, I actually liked that game. I actually played it. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I'm not the biggest hero guy. Overwatch, it was okay when it came out, back in 2016, 2015, 2016, whatever. The first one came out. I don't even remember. You guys know what I'm trying to say. Not the bigger. I mean, Overwatch, the original one, it was fun. Once you figure out the characters that or a character that you like, and you pick your character and you go with it, you're fine. You're good. You're having a lot of fun at that point. But after a while, it gets repetitive. The same thing that I had to say about First Ascendant. Now, First Ascendant, from what I'm hearing, 10 million downloads. And that's free to play. That's saying something. And that game ain't even perfect either. That game started getting repetitive. The same enemy types over and over and over and over and over again. And it just started becoming more and more boring to me, right? Like at first, when First Ascendant started out, I was like, oh man, this is, wow, okay, cool. And then the more and more I started playing the game and started doing the missions, and it just started getting repetitive. And I was like, wow, they're seeing massive success right now with First Ascendant, 10 million downloads. When you look at Concord, 47 million. I want you guys to realize what I'm about to say and what I'm about to show you guys today. This is a disgrace to Sony, to PlayStation fan base, to everybody that owns a PS5. This is a shame. I just could not believe what I'm actually seeing here. Out of 47 million people, or basically 48 million people that subscribe to PlayStation Plus. And let me give Sony credit. They could have said, no, you got to pre-order the game first to get the beta access. No, Sony went on ahead and said, no, we're going to make it open for everybody, right? If you pre-order the game, that's cool. But also PlayStation Plus owners, you get access to the game to try it out and see if you like it or not. Okay, Sony, that's cool, right? But I wanted to open your eyes. This is why my channel is so unique from everybody else's channel. And I will forever call stuff out that I see that is just not right. Sony or no Sony, Microsoft or no Microsoft, Nintendo or no Nintendo. You guys know how I used to get with Nintendo. I used to call Nintendo out like I see it. And if something is not good, I'm going to say it's not good. And this is not good behavior. Diving into our first story here. Look at these numbers, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to look at the chat while we're looking at these numbers. And Jesus, have mercy. This is not good. This is not good. Sony got a lot of work to do. And I have a lot to say after we look at these articles and these numbers and stuff. Numbers don't lie. Okay? And this is why I say they have a lot of homework to do. They have a lot of homework to do because, like I said, not everybody likes Concord, right? I need everybody to vote on the actual poll right now and make sure you let your voice be heard because it's very significant and it's very important. So let me let me drag the chat over here so I can actually see what you guys are saying. All right, so let's big this up. This is the whole point of doing these shows live. Hit that like button for me and share the stream out. Okay. All right, so here's the first disgrace. Let me pull this up. Oh, wow. Leave it to computers, man. Leave it to computers. Let's pull this up so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Hold on. Close that out. Pull this up. All right, let's see here. I want you guys to see this, man. This is nuts. Okay. Okay. Are you guys seeing this on screen right now? Are y'all seeing this? This is sad and pathetic. Bro, only 1,200 concurrent players. Helldivers 2 ran circles around this. Like, Helldivers 2's lowest is about 12 times higher than this number. This is a serious problem. 1,200 players? What? Oh my God, have mercy. This can't be real. This can't be real. This cannot be real at all. Look at this. This is actual Steam database. Right? Steam database right now. Look at this. Users, 5. Let me big this up so y'all can see. This is a disgrace. 584 users. 584 users. And in 24 hours of this game being out, only 1,100 people. This is not good, guys. This game is in trouble. This is not good. Okay, here's another big problem. Okay, so this YouTuber guy said, I think it's Andyman, or however you say his name. So I tried Concord beta to see if it could win me over. Here's the positives and negatives. It says it was a free beta. Graphically, it looks nice in the cutscene. Look at all these negatives. Character movements feel sloppy and slow. Maps feel lifeless and boring. No character felt good. Okay. Dreamcast guy obviously said it's a Walmart brand Overwatch. Look at this next big problem I want you guys to see here. So Gramps over on Twitter says, update. This was from last month. Okay. I haven't seen this tweet at all. This is bad. This is around the time when they were getting all that backlash on the trailer. And apparently the Concord team shrug it off. This is a problem. This is why I say you have to pay attention to players' feedback. Anyways, he said, update. PlayStation owned studio Firewalk Studios has heard your complaints about Concord and ignore them. Are y'all seeing this? Let me big this up on screen for y'all. And ignore them. Look at this. Sources tell me internal emails show Concord team is shrugging off the criticism of their characters as white noise and dismissing it very much in their own bubble. Meanwhile, their trailer has over 44,000 dislikes and their lead character designer bashes white folks and is rumored to be one who pushed for the character lineup to be super woke. Oh, Jesus, have mercy. They're in for a rude surprise. Meanwhile, Sony will be forcing PC players to register for PSN with this game and banning it from sale in 177 countries. Vote with your wallets. Guys, this is a serious problem. This is a serious problem. This right here, that's something that you don't do. That's something that, and I was wondering with all the negative feedback, I was wondering why Sony haven't come out and make a statement. That's a problem, y'all. That's a problem. Shrugging it off. Oh, we don't care. Bro, there were so many dislikes. There were so many dislikes on that actual trailer for Concord. 1,100 players compared to Helldivers 2 is sickening. Helldivers 2 lowest. Look at this right here. Y'all think this is a joke. Look at these numbers right now. I need y'all to pay attention, man. I need y'all to look at this. This is not a joke. This is why I say Sony got a lot of work to do in listening to the fan base, bro, because this ain't good. Pull this up. Pull this up on the screen. Look at this. Are you seeing this right now? Look at this. This was June 30th, 2024. Okay? June 30th, 2024. Oh my God, have mercy. Bro, thank you so much for that super chat. Listen. Look at this here. Players right now. This is of June 30th. That was just last month, like 2 weeks ago. 28,514, and then 24-hour peaked at 44,938, and then all-time high 458,000. Look at that. Look at that. Compared to Concord. That's a massive problem. We got a problem. Man, I don't know what else to say. Y'all think this is a game, bro. This is a problem. We got a massive problem, y'all. This is why I've been saying all this time, like Jim Ryan went on this spiral of live service games. And this is the condition that Jim Ryan retired Sony into. I'm so serious right now. I'm not laughing. This ain't no joke. This ain't no game. Hear me and hear me loudly and clearly. I'm only going to say this one more time. Jim Ryan left Sony in a pickle. All of this happened when Jim Ryan was in. Jim Ryan went on ahead and said, "Oh yeah. We're gonna do 11 live service games by now until 2026." And everybody was like, "Live service? Wait, what? Live service?" And then what? Half of them got put on hold. Some of them got canceled, right? And the first one that came to fruition was Helldivers 2. And I even said before Concord was even a thing, I even said it's gonna be hard for them to top Helldivers. Bro, it's gonna be hard for them to top Concord. I said it verbatim. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like Sony overlooked a lot of games for Concord. They have overlooked a lot of stuff. They have bought Firewalk. They have invested millions of dollars into this game. And it's like, I'm gonna be real. I know I have to send this off real quick. I'm just doing a million things at one time. Hear me and hear me loudly and clearly when I say this. The longevity of Concord, I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. Like I said, fun is just not enough. The entire roadmap for this game, I just don't know. I just don't think personally that this game is going to last a long time. I just don't know. A lot of people would say, Marlon, this game should have been free to play. I don't think free to play would have been able to rise the numbers even further. I'm just going to be honest with you. Considering that they have opened it to the entire PlayStation 5 fan base. Are y'all ready for some more disgusted numbers. Okay, y'all think this is a joke today. I come prepared. This is not a joke. This is not a joke right now. This is not a joke. So it has occurred to me that there's only 937 people. I need y'all to look at this. Look at this. Look at this is insane. I need y'all to see this. Only 9. If you thought the Steam numbers were sickening, God help me. God help. Yes. Yep. Because that game remind a lot of people of Resistance. When I was playing Helldivers 2, all I could think about was Killzone and Resistance. Okay. I dropped my mic. Real quick. I dropped my mic because some of y'all think this is a game. No, this is not a game. Okay? This is not a game. This is actually serious right now. Okay? And it sucks because it's like, bro, like what's going on? Like, seriously, like what's going on right now? You know, like this makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Right? Like, how are you going to tell me that you're going to look at the formula for not Concord, but Helldivers 2 and say, okay, let's come out with Concord. You're going to look at how amazing Helldivers 2 was and look at Concord and be like, yeah, we need to put that out. I'm telling you, there's a lot of decisions that was made during the Jim Ryan era that literally ruined, tarnished, literally. It's going to be hard for Sony to come back with multiplayer games. The state of multiplayer gaming right now is a joke. It's not like what it used to be in the 90s and early 2000s. I'm one of the main ones to come on here every single day and talk about the 90s and talk about the early 2000s and mid 2000s of gaming and multiplayer games. Multiplayer gaming right now is not even the same. Y'all joking. Y'all joking. You joking. I keep telling y'all joking around. I keep telling y'all joking around. Bro, I'm telling y'all right away, right now, it's not the same. It is not the same. It is not the same. It's not. Unfortunately, it's not. It's not. It's a joke. And even with new IPs, I'm worried about new IPs because new IPs may or may not even do well, depending on how people feel about it. This is why you have to take feedback seriously to know what people like and what people don't like. Right? This is crazy. This is crazy. Like, you know what? Stop talking. Look at these numbers. I don't even know what else to say right now. Look at this. This is coming from Beasts of Truth. Make sure you go give him a follow out on Twitter. The fact that only 937 people are playing the PlayStation exclusive Concord beta out of 60 million PS5 sold is insane. In the app right now, it's showing 937 people. That is a massive problem. I don't even know what else to say. I don't I don't even know what else to say, man. You guys think this is a joke. Why? Why is this happening, bro? Why? Why? Like, it's just, Sony is remaking and remastering games that people are not asking for. When it comes to the multiplayer side of things, it's like they're doing all these live service games that people are not asking for. Right? And look at the numbers. That's a disgrace. 937 PlayStation 5 owners out of 60 million, out of 47 million. We got a problem, man. You guys are quiet today. You guys are quiet today. Oh my God. We got a serious problem. We are mighty quiet. I'm almost hearing cricket. This is a massive L. 937 players for a $200+ million game. I don't know, man. I don't know. This is bad, y'all. This is bad. People used to get on Microsoft, bro. Gears, Halo, same Gears, and at least Gears and Halo is way better than this. You can say whatever the heck you want about Gears and Gears not being the same since part 3, and I can agree with you on that, but watch the numbers that Gears of War E-Day is going to do. You think Gears of War E-Day is going to do no ridiculous 1,124 players? You're mad in your brains to think that. You think it's going to be doing no 937 players? You are mad in your brains. Microsoft, I don't care what none of y'all say. Microsoft is a prime example of what you're supposed to do now. Currently, right now, I'm not talking about the past Microsoft. Because Microsoft has listened to their fans. Not 100%, but I'm talking about the games. Look at the games that they showed us off in the Xbox showcase. Some of y'all are going to sit there and tell me that Microsoft did not deliver the goods. Y'all going to sit there and waste my time today and tell me that you weren't reminiscing the Xbox 360 and PS3 time frame with that Xbox showcase. You be lying to yourself. Because that's exactly the nostalgia that I felt. I'm not joking. I'm being serious. Look at Gears E-Day. That was supposed to be us seeing Killzone on the PlayStation side. Y'all, some of y'all sleeping today. Some of y'all sleeping today. Are you kidding me? That was supposed to be Killzone being reincarnated or being rebooted for PlayStation 5. Not happening. Sony is not doing it. Game over. Warhawk? What Warhawk? Not happening. Motorstorm? What Motorstorm are you talking about, Marlon? Not happening. Hello? It ain't happening. It ain't fixing to happen. And here I am like a freaking idiot, shouting on top of my lungs. Sony, bring back Killzone. Sony, bring back Resistance. Sony, bring back Warhawk. Sony, bring back Motorstorm. And people are telling me, Marlon, you're making a fool out of yourself. Stop talking about those games because they're not happening. That is a massive problem. When I was getting on Stellar Blade and I said, only 1 million copies sold. Now, don't get me wrong. 1 million is not terrible by any stretch of the imagination. 1 million is actually pretty good, but it ain't excellent. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like astronomical or anything like that. And I'm like, man, for a PS5 exclusive, I thought that Stellar Blade would have done way more than 1 million copies. The amount of dudes that were sitting there, Stellar Yams. And these dudes are PS5 console owners. Why do you think Square Enix is saying, F this whole PS5 exclusive crap. We're just going to go multi-platform. If people were buying the games and playing the games on PS5, like they initially were thinking, then we wouldn't be in this boat right now, where Square is looking elsewhere to put their games, and not just on PS5. People bash Final Fantasy 16, right? You know, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth was getting mixed bags. Some people liked it, some people didn't like it. Final Fantasy 7 Remake. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of it. You got all these people with PS5s, and people are sure voting with their wallets. They show voting with their player engagement. They sure are, because out of millions upon millions of people with PS5, 937, not even 1,000. What a joke. What a freaking joke. What a joke. I don't know. If Sony keeps going down this path, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know, man. Maybe they should just stick to single player games. If they're not going to reboot franchises, or at least listen to their fan bases to know what to develop and to what to keep going with, I don't think they're going to last in the multiplayer space. And that's been a weak point of the PlayStation 5 console. You can say whatever you want to say. Every man for themselves in terms of their opinion. That's been a weak point of the PlayStation 5 console. You can say whatever you want. That's the Achilles heel to the PS5. The PS5 is filled up of somebody else's multiplayer game, not Sony's own multiplayer game. It's been years since Sony had a big splash in the multiplayer space. PS3. That was in the mid 2000s. Some of y'all think this is a joke. This is not a joke. Mid 2000s, we're in the latter part of the 2000 time frame. Y'all think this is a joke. Listen, we got a serious problem on the PlayStation side of things. The numbers do not lie. It would have been different if we're seeing 40, 50, 80,000, 100,000 people playing this game and interacting with this game. Wow. Okay. Now we're cooking with gas. But not even 2,000 players? Not even what? Not even 100,000, not even 50, not even 20,000. Nothing. Man. And then not only that too, but I was hearing that the pre-orders weren't that good. That's a problem, man. People, you can't blame people. People are voting with their wallets. That's what they're supposed to do. Vote with your wallets and send a signal to Sony that, hey, this is not the game that I want. Cut and dry. That's what people are supposed to do. Vote with their wallets. Say, hey, I don't like this game. You see what I'm saying? This game ain't it, Chief. This game ain't it, Chief. I don't like this. And that's okay. If they legitimately play the game and legitimately say, I don't like this, especially when it's available for free. Some people will say, well, Marlon, this is a game that should have been free in PlayStation Plus. I don't even think that would have even saved the game. Free, let me say this right now. Some of y'all can get mad at me all you want. You know how I get down. So don't play with me. Listen to what I'm saying. Free doesn't mean good. Y'all should know this. Some of y'all are grown people up in here. Everything free doesn't mean good. Y'all should know that. That should just be common sense. So even if Concord was free, it still wouldn't save this game from the feedback that it's getting right now. Good or no good, fun or no fun. I'm seeing some people saying, oh, Marlon, I like the game, it's fun. Or, oh, Marlon, I like the game because it's good. There's not enough of those people. And that's a massive problem. That's what I'm talking about. This is not Call of Duty. This is not Apex. This is not Fortnite. This is Concord, a brand new IP, something that PlayStation fans have been shouting on top of their lungs for. Brand new IPs. This is a brand new IP. You see what I'm saying? New does not always mean good, just like free does not always mean good. Are you guys hearing what I am saying right now? Sometimes in life, we want free things. And you get it for free and you still ain't happy because something is wrong with whatever you just got for free. Or sometimes ain't nothing wrong and you're happy. But it's on more rare occasions. Free, I don't think would save Concord because people just fundamentally don't like this game. Some people install the game, play the game for a couple minutes and uninstall the game. That's not good. That's not good, y'all. And then Sony on the back end, sitting there investing all this doggone money into Concord. They have invested all this money into Concord. Now they're in trouble now with that investment for Concord. Right? On top of that, hear what I'm saying and hear what I'm saying very clearly. This is why I need everybody to hear this stream right now. Share the stream, hit the like button, subscribe. You guys know I keep it 100% with y'all. Listen to me very clearly and listen to me now. This is why you have to be careful on the leader that you pick to run your company. Jim Ryan was good. Jim Ryan was bad. This is all because of Jim Ryan. All of this happened under Jim Ryan's watch. Are you guys PlayStation fans? Y'all need to stand up in this stream right now because there's so many of y'all. I need y'all to stand up right now because I'm not in the best mood right now. This is aggravating. This is irritating. Hear me and hear me loudly and clearly right now. And some of y'all can defend Sony all you want. The truth is the truth. This happened under Jim Ryan's watch. He was the main one that was saying live service games. Let's go full live service. He had so much confidence into Sony's live service approach. He wanted Sony to go that way. And the games that we were sitting here waiting for and looking forward to got canceled. I don't want to see nobody defending Sony in the chat. Right is right, wrong is wrong. You can say whatever you want to say about me. I don't care. Because one thing about me, bro, I'm always going to be honest and upfront. I'm always going to be raw and upfront. I don't care. I don't care about feelings. I don't. Because the truth is the truth. This all happened on the Jim Ryan's watch. Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. This is why I'm worried about what we got right now. This is why I'm worried about Herman Hulst, because I'm like, bro, like, I get why Sony is saying what they're saying about, oh, we need to reevaluate. Now they're going through the reevaluation phase. Now they're going through the reevaluation phase. Hear me and hear me loudly and hear me clearly. Now they're going through the reevaluation phase. Because there's a lot to reevaluate. There was a lot of damages that were done to Sony, to the gaming division, to PlayStation, with all these live service. Look at Suicide Squad. Failure. DOA. You don't need a book to tell you that live service games are very risky. I don't even know about Marathon. I don't even know. Sony better pray that Marathon is well received, because I can say the game is fun for me, and then millions of other people are like, oh, nope, garbage. That's a problem. Oh, Marlon, what'd you rate this game? Oh, I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Oh, okay. Or I give it a 7 out of 10. Oh, okay. Or I give it a 6 out of 10. Oh, okay. And then another man might give it a 10, or a few others might give it a 5, or that. It's just, there's not enough of those people out there to embrace the game and say, oh, this game is good, or it's fun, or what, or garbage. Majority of people are saying it's garbage. That's not good. I've said this, Sony got some of the best IPs in the world. And a lot of them, Sony is just sitting on them. They're sitting on them like eggs that are ready to hatch, and Sony is still sitting on them. Even when they hatch, Sony's still sitting on them. It's like, bro, the games that people want to come back are not happening. Helldivers 2 is a living testimony. Is a living testimony. Helldivers 2 is a living testimony that, wow, Sony still got it. Sony got what, and even Sony themselves, man, they didn't expect Concord. I mean, I keep saying Concord. They did not expect Helldivers 2 to have the success that it had. You see what I'm saying? They did not expect Helldivers 2 to cook like that. Oh, Helldivers 2 cooked for them. One of the best-selling games of 2024. And how can you replicate that formula? Because that Helldivers 2 remind a lot of people of the old Sony. Killzone, Resistance. What even helped Helldivers 2 was the fact that it was on PC. Now Sony is mandating PSN on PC for you to sign into PC, for you to sign in to play the game. And that is a problem for hundreds of countries. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't know. This generation, bro, I just don't know, man. It's like nobody is happy. You know, when a game is good or it's great, then it's good or it's great. Right? But at the same time, I feel like this entire generation, a lot of people just haven't been happy. You know, like a lot of the stuff that's coming out is just, don't care for this. No, this is trash. It's just a lot of that, man. I felt like this generation should have been delayed. Should have been delayed until maybe this year, to be honest. Delay the console generation and use all this time for development time and now come out with the PS5 4 years later. Yes. Stretch the PS4. I mean, PS4 has been stretching all this time. PS4 has scaled beautifully since 2013 all the way to 2014. I mean, 2024. Sorry. From 2013 to 2024, the system has been scaling perfectly. They still releasing games on PS4. So we would have been fine. A lot of the games that Sony came out with during the PS5 generation was also on PS4. I'm done talking. Y'all quiet today. I'm done. I'm done. Q&A time. I'm done. This is a joke. This is a joke. It's like I'm talking to myself today. This is a joke, bro. This is a massive freaking joke. What a freaking joke. A lot of the games that dropped on the PlayStation 5, right? Throughout almost this entire generation was on PS4. So Sony could have easily delayed the PS5 until now. What a joke. And you guys are still not happy. Y'all are still not happy. The biggest complaint that we were hearing during the PS, and man, y'all can say whatever y'all want. I can go back on chats that I've seen people talk. The biggest criticism of the PlayStation 5 this entire generation was what? Too many PS4 games. This game should have been PS5 only. Why is Gran Turismo 7 not on just PS5? Why is it on PS4? Why is Horizon Forbidden West on PS4? Why is it not? That's what I'm saying. My point exactly. That's the point I'm trying to make. Sony could have very well delayed this generation 4 years and we would have been fine. Think about what I'm saying. I need y'all to think. I'm giving y'all something to think about today. Make sure you hit the like button, get the likes up on the stream, and make sure you subscribe to this channel if you like the content. This is no joke, man. Because people are just not happy with this generation. Like, people want to sit here and be fake and act like they're happy. You're not happy. You're not happy. You sit there and say, oh, I need Sony to do this and I need Sony to do that, and Sony not doing this. Where are the games? Why is Sony not talking to us? Because you're not happy. And you're getting games that you don't care about. Concord could have easily been on PS4. Maybe that would have helped the numbers. Right? Maybe if they would have launched it on, but some of y'all would have been pissed. So dang if you do, dang if you don't. If Sony went on ahead and say, you know what? We're going to put every single thing on PS4 that's multiplayer, because majority of the fan base is still on PS4. Guess who would have been pissed? You guys. Because there's something else for you to complain about. You will be sitting there saying, oh, well, Marlon, the graphics is trash. Or Marlon, the frame rate is trash. The Wario coming out right now. You know what I'm saying? You'll be saying all those things. The frame rate is garbage. The graphics is trash. Oh man, it's a PS4 game. You can't win everything. So you need to find a way to find that perfect balance. What is the perfect balance? Listening to the feedback of your fan base and developing the games that resonate with the fan base. That's how you do it. It's not hard. It's not rocket science. That's just what you do. Now, not every single thing is going to be fan service, but you at least listen to us when we tell you that no, this is a no. Look at Factions 2. I'm still pissed about that. I still have not, I still hold that game close to my heart to this day. I'm not letting it go. Where is Factions 2? Factions 2 would have done way better than Concord. I'm not asking you. I am telling you. Factions 2 wouldn't just be fun. Factions 2 would have been amazing. Factions 2 would have been competitive for a lot of people. Because the first one was so good for a lot of people. Nope. An entire fan base. You know how crazy the Last of Us fan base is. The attach rate for the Last of Us fan base is through the roof. People will buy anything Last of Us. They don't care. You want to make an easy $10 million? Not $10 million. You want to make an easy 10 million copies sold? Make a Last of Us game. That's guaranteed 10 million copies. So the multiplayer, if they would have done it right and fixed some of the criticisms that the original Factions had, that people were complaining about, and implement that into Factions 2, along with the power and capabilities of the PlayStation 5, you guys would have been happy. And guess what? You guys would have happily paid $70 for Factions 2. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you would pay $70 for it. Because when Naughty Dog cooks, they cook. They cook. They had everything planned out. That's why it hurts me so much. They had everything planned out for Factions 2. They had a whole standalone story, massive open world story. Can you imagine how amazing that would have been? Massive open world with Naughty Dog characters. You see what I'm saying? Open world with how they were describing each character and things of that nature. And I was like, wow, sign me up. It was going to have its own dedicated story for those characters for Factions 2. And I said, man, knowing how Naughty Dog is, I'll buy it. I'll buy it in a heartbeat. No. Sony got to be reactionary and go buy Bungie. Listen. Bungie bites Sony in the rear. Sony should have just sit back and let Microsoft buy. The problem with some of us is we like to be reactionary, right? We see other people doing things, we gonna do it too. Even if it's beyond our beliefs and everything. And everything that we stand for and how we were raised. No, that's how social media is. It's a reactionary dumpster fire because everybody is saying the same thing and doing the same thing. It was like, bro, do y'all have a mind for yourselves? This is a joke. This is literally a freaking joke. Nobody wants to stand tall and have a mind for themselves. Everybody just want to follow the crowd. Sony should have never bought Bungie. They saw that Activision Blizzard King deal. They saw Bethesda. We gotta buy Bungie. What? You ain't gotta buy no doggone Bungie. And look what ended up happening. They asked Bungie for their opinion on Factions 2. Oh, it's not too live service. It's not live service enough. You can't make money with this game. Bro, I'm pissed off right now. I'm angry right now. Because if Factions 2 would have came out with the polish, love, care, dedication that we know Naughty Dog for, I'm not talking about all this remaster and remakes that Naughty Dog is doing. I'm talking about the old Naughty Dog and what they're capable of and what they can do. What? You out of your mind. Listen. I know what the old Naughty Dog can do. Okay? And to be honest with you guys, that would have sold easily 10 million copies. That would have probably passed Helldivers 2 in numbers. Yep. But no, we got to be greedy. We got to be greedy. We want more money, right? They always say more money, more problem. So true. You greedy, huh? Your greediness, your arrogance is starting to show. Greed is it's a heck of a thing. Greed will put you in trouble. Greed will put you in disgrace. Yep, it will. Too greedy? You're going to have a massive problem on your hands. And that's exactly what's unfolding right now. That is exactly what's unfolding right now. Greed. Greed. When you're too greedy, you run into issues. You will always run into issues. I'm not asking you. Majority, if not half the fan base that bought a PS5, even PS4 owners, this is how it hurts me. Even PS4 owners right now would have bought a PS5 for Factions 2. Even people that are playing on PS3 right now and don't have a PS4 and don't have a PS5 will jump to the PS5 because of Factions 2. It's like, who make the decisions? The suit and tie boy in the boardroom. I gotta say boy and not a man, because this is a joke. It's like, who make all these decisions, bro? I don't, man. If I am blessed, if I'm ever blessed to be in the position to run a company, or to, when it comes to video games, man, that will be something else. Because you always have to listen to feedback when it comes to video games, or else it ain't gonna sell. And you're gonna go out of business. You're gonna go under quick. Because people are just not gonna buy it. They're like, what is this garbage? People are gonna get their refund. This is trash. Not buying it. Rightfully so. I'm in 100% agreement with those people. But at the same time, it's like, you can't go through an entire generation and not listen to your fans. And not be more. Look at Microsoft. Microsoft is not the greatest this generation. They're not. Microsoft is at an all-time low when it comes to their consoles. They're not selling enough consoles right now. And that's pretty bad. We just got a report. It's a rumor, and we're going to treat it as such until we get official information, even though there's evidence to kind of back up that rumor. But we have heard that Microsoft is not going to be marketing consoles in Europe and in other regions, that they're not selling Xboxes as well. That is a problem, because that's bad for competition. We talked about this in that stream, and y'all thought that was a joke too. That's bad. Some of y'all like, oh yeah, Microsoft can go away. We're okay with just Sony. Do you understand the damages that would be done if it was just Sony and there's no competition? Because then Sony is just going to do whatever they want. Look at what's happening right now. A lot of you dudes don't like Concord. Let's take a look at this poll here. Let's take a look at this poll here. My point exactly on a Sunday. How do you feel about Concord? 62% not buying it. Listen, Microsoft has made a lot of mistakes. The biggest generation for Microsoft to lose was the PS4 generation, and they're still losing right now. But Microsoft has made up for it with software. Microsoft had made up for it with software. And buying Activision Blizzard King and buying Bethesda to add to their other Xbox studios. Sony, on the other hand, they supposedly have a lot of new IPs, and 12, 13, 15, I don't know at this point, from what Herman Hull said a while back. And then re-existing IPs that we're getting sequels to, like your Death Stranding 2, your Spider-Man 2s, your God of War Ragnaroks, those type of games. We ain't seeing those games no time soon until next year. And that's the rut that we're in right now as PlayStation fans, is that we're not seeing the bigger stuff. Some of you guys are worried about Sony this generation. Some of y'all saying, well, Astrobot is not enough for me. That's not my cup of tea. Oh, I don't care for Phantom Blade Zero. That's a problem. I don't care for, you see what I'm saying? There's too many, I don't care for this. I don't care for that. I don't care for Astrobot. I don't care for this. I don't care for that. It's like, bro, what do you care about? The bigger stuff, Marlon. The bigger stuff that's not coming out. Ghost of Tsushima 2. Where's that at, Marlon? We don't know. Some people are saying, debating, saying that that's going to be PlayStation 6. We don't know. This is a serious problem. And this is for the Sony community. This is a serious problem. Numbers don't lie. 1,124 concurrent players. That is a joke. That is a joke. Considering Helldivers 2 did way more. 100 times. 100,000 times more than that. Way more interaction than that. Whatever you want. You greed? Greed? These live service games are supposed to be a money machine. Y'all think I'm joking today. Y'all hear me. And if you don't hear anything else that I have to ever say, remember what I tell you this. Greed will destroy anything. It's like rot. Once it gets on anything, bro, it's going to keep rotting. That's greed. It's just you're going to want more, you're going to want more, you're going to want more. And it's going to destroy who you are as a person or as a company. There's a time and place for everything. There's bricks to get to where, there's steps to get to where you want to go in life. And it's like right now for Sony, it's just, I don't like what I'm seeing from the mass. I don't like what I'm seeing right. This is not good. Let's get into Q&A. If y'all have any questions, any concerns, please continue to vote on that poll that we put up there. This is not good, man. For the PlayStation community, this is not good. For gamers, this is not good. For the industry, this is not good. It's not. Because right now on the PS5, a lot of the games that Sony have coming out this year, you don't care for it. You don't. It's sad, man. It's sad. It's sad. Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Super chats are welcome if you have any super questions or anything like that. Said Twisted Metal would have had huge numbers. Not happening. They canceled it. It's almost as if like Sony is backwards with all this. Like they're going backwards. Like instead of forward, we're going backwards instead of forward. I don't know. I don't know. Backwards in a bad way. I don't know. He said the credits is like 1 hour. I'm not buying Concord. Let me see what you guys have to say in the chat, man, about Concord. This is like not good, bro. This is not good. Jacoby Jones passed away. What? Former Texans, Ravens wide receiver, Super Bowl standout, Jacoby Jones died overnight at his home. What? Man, there's so much craziness going on, bro. Wow. So much craziness going on. That's insane. He said, did you do super chats, Marlon? Yeah. Did you drop a super chat? Because every one of them played, and I've heard every one of them. Well, okay. Let's see. He said the success of Helldivers 2, which looks like a game of the past era, tells me that people want games from that era back again. Yeah, I've already said that. All multi-plat numbers in the last comment minus COD. Mr. Nick says 1,200 players. How many players on PS5 average during the demo period was playing online COD, MW3, Overwatch 2, Helldivers 2, Halo Infinite? Mark says, look at Helldivers 2 and how successful that is. It's ripped from the PS3 360 era. What does that tell you? Anyone who says a game like SOCOM wouldn't work, think of what I just said. And then the last thing that we had from Mark with the 10 was Concord is Overwatch true and true, just with better visuals. Why would I buy Concord with all that free to play shooters? I say let Sony fail. Maybe that will get their heads out of the sand. Nah, bro. Nah. It's sad, man. It's sad, bro. It's sad. Circle of life. Wait, what? Wait, Freddie, you joking, right? You joke. You joking. You said they're muted. No, they're not muted. They're working. I heard them when they came through. Okay, so you're telling me, look at the numbers. Look at the numbers right now. Look at social media. Look at what everybody has been saying. And you're telling me that this is a content creator thing and not a PS fan thing? Okay, so you're going to sit there and tell me out of 60 million people with a PlayStation 5, only 900 and something of you guys are playing Concord? Are you kidding me? Out of all these people that Sony have garnered on PC, and you mean to tell me only 1,100 people played the beta? Bro, the game is coming out next month. What are you talking about? The game is coming out next month. Are you kidding me? He said the super chats were muted for us. I haven't been able to hear them the whole stream. What? Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Let me play something real quick and see. Hold on. Hold on. Let me play something. That's annoying. I don't know why that happened. Well, at least I read them out. Can y'all hear that? Can you hear the music? Oh yeah, it's playing. It's playing. It's playing. I can hear it. I see it. I see it's going up on the level. I don't know why, but I just read the entire super chats that you guys said. All multiplat last in the comment minus. Yeah, I've already read all the super chats. So there y'all go. So that should fix that. I guess something with the volume on the desktop audio. Emery. Emery is my favorite character in Concord. Emery. And then the dude with the assault rifle, like he's pretty cool in the game as well. But I don't know, man. I don't know, man, because people are sitting here telling me, oh, it's not PlayStation. It's not PlayStation. It's not a PS fan thing. It's a content creator because there's no news to report on. What? That's crazy. You have not been paying attention to what everybody is saying. You have not been looking at the numbers. Okay. Yeah, the music is playing. I just played the music. The music is playing. I turned it off. I turned it off. It was just playing earlier and I stopped it. I said the game to me is worth $40 for the fun that I was having. I said to me, when I was playing the game, when I picked that I said, hear me and hear me loudly and clearly. I said, when you find a character that you like and that you are going to play with, I said, it is fun. I really am, bro. I'm okay. I'm okay, Brian. I'm okay. I'm trying to calm myself down, bro. I don't care what you have to say, Sit Up. I don't care what you have to say. I don't care what you have to say. I don't care what you have to say, bro. I don't. It doesn't matter if I say the game is good or bad. Don't you get it? Look at the numbers. It doesn't matter. You can pull up receipts all you want. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Whether the game is good or bad, whatever I say a game is good or bad. What does that have to do with the numbers looking the way it's looking? It does not matter. So keep your receipts. It don't matter. The game is not doing so well right now. There's a lot of backlash towards this game right now. What in that you don't understand? So you digging up receipts about me saying something is good or bad makes zero sense with the reality that's going on right now. Whatever. I'm wasting my time. I'm literally wasting my time. What's up, Lansfield? Says, it said, yo, brother. He says, just chilling, about to finish my shift. What's up, bro? What's up? Nobody cares about my voice. Nobody cares about my voice. Most of the time when I say for somebody to buy something, they don't buy it. For instance, like, I could sit here and be like, hey, member up. Hey, I need 25 memberships. And then I end the stream with 0. Or, yeah, I'm building a PC right now. Hey guys, if you buy any of the PC parts in the description, it definitely does help us. Hey Marlon, I'm in the market for buying a PC. And then I'm building a PC right there and then. And I'm like, hey, check out the links in the description. It does help out the channel so the channel can continue to grow. And then months later, I get an email from Amazon saying you made 0 sales. So my voice means nothing. People are going to listen more to the bigger guys. Even if I review a game and I say, hey, this game is good, y'all should check it out. There's probably a select few people out of the 300 or 400 people that are in here that are going to buy it. Not every single person in here is going to buy anything I say to buy. So I don't have a voice. I don't. Clearly, I don't. I'm not even that big. I'm just a fly on the wall. I'm not even that big. Maybe if I had 1 million subs, or maybe if I had 200, 300, 400, 500,000 subs, maybe I might have a voice. I don't have no voice. What are you talking about? Talking about you have a voice. I don't have no voice. What are you saying, bro? Talking about you have a voice. I don't have a voice. I don't. I really don't. Anybody doing what I say? Hey, that's a big difference. Tarnish is a big difference. It's a big difference between a channel with 1 million subs, 1 million active subs, and a channel with 50,000 subs. Because guess what, buddy? All the people who are subscribed to that 50,000 channel is not watching the videos. You be lucky if you get 2,000 or 3,000 views per video with a 50,000 channel. And out of that 2,000 to 3,000 people that are watching that video, half of those people are not even going to even resonate with what you're saying. So I don't know what you're talking about. How you going to tell me? And I've been doing this for years. Freaking joke. What? You crazy? It's sad. It's sad, bro. It is sad. It is, you think I'm gonna sit, bro, I've been doing this for 17 and a half years. 17 and a half years I've been doing this. This ain't my first rodeo. I know online, and I know how people are online. Majority of people are just not gonna support you. Like there's like a handful of people who are gonna support you and also listen to what you're saying and follow through with what you're saying. There's a handful. You could have 300-400 people. Doesn't mean 300-400 people are going to be buying what you say to buy. Maybe 5, maybe 10 if you're lucky. That's not having a voice. Like that's that's nothing. Like that's nothing.
Ignore him, only respond to him if he super chat.
Appreciate you, Michael Peer. Appreciate you for the super chat. And some of y'all think y'all doing me a favor and all this. Like, bro, listen to me, man. Listen to me, man. It's all good, though. It's all good because, it's sad, man. It's sad. It's sad. Like, you know, you try your best to be, and God knows I'm not perfect, bro. I'm not perfect. I'm not. But sometimes, man, I've seen Etika went through the same thing. I've seen so many other content creators that are still here that are not here anymore went through the same thing, bro. And it's like, it's sad. It's so sad. Because it's either your own fan base turned against you, the very people who you actually cultivated from scratch that you think will have your back and look out for you, they're nowhere to be found. You're on your own. And I can say whatever I want to say. And be like, yo, this mic is, for instance, I'll be like, this mic is amazing. I think y'all should check it out. Only a select few. We could have hundreds of people in here. And don't get it twisted. I am thankful and grateful for everything that I have because I've worked hard for it. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm thankful for the viewers that I have. But don't get it twisted. Like, I could sit here and say, hey, get this microphone. And I could be talking to 1,000 people. Get this mic. And then when you look at the data, maybe only 2 people out of that 1,000 buys the microphone. What does that tell you? Only a select few people on YouTube, on this platform, have huge influences. You see what I'm saying? To where if they say go do this or go do that, the entire fan base is doing it. I don't have that type of juice. I don't have that type of pull. I don't. You guys are making me out to be this big dog, and I am not a big dog. I am I'm probably like a ant on the wall. Not even an ant. I'm just a dot. Not even a dot. I'm not even a thing comparing to the rest of these guys out here. And that's what y'all fail to understand. I'm just a thing. I'm not even a thing. I don't even know what I am in terms of YouTube. Like, I don't have any weight. I don't. My name does not carry any weight. Don't y'all get it? Come on, man. You say you criticize Sony and Microsoft to make them better. Take it the same way. Say, hey, Marlon, what was the name of the projector you have a while back? I'll tell you the name.
Marlon, time to talk Jamaican patois on them, my bro.
Nah, man. Nah, I can't do that. I can't do that, bro. I can't do that. It says, I don't want no favors, just be consistent. I've always been consistent. I've been doing this for 17 and a half years. I've always been consistent. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, my man. I've always been consistent. Whether or not I say go buy this game or not, that has nothing to do with consistency. What do you want me to say? Say the game is horrible or terrible and I was actually having fun? I said the game is fun. For me, it is. Whenever I picked a character and I was playing the game, it was fun for me. It was fun for me. Not fun for you. Doesn't mean that you're going to buy it. So consistency has nothing to do with it. I've always been consistent. It says it's the same content in these games 24/7 and you agree with me and Concord is proof of what I said to you. You don't like Concord and that's fine. You don't like Concord and that's fine. Simple. It say you might be a small streamer, but you better in the eyes than the rest. Well, maybe I am. I ain't no Kai Cenat. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no Kai Cenat. I'm not no who else I can throw up there? Which other? I ain't no Mr. Beast. I ain't none of those guys. None of them. So, there you go. He says I didn't like Concord either. Played the beta. See, you didn't like it. Doesn't matter what I say. Doesn't matter what I say. You didn't like it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know, like it's just, it is what it is. It is what it is. Say Concord will flop, or maybe, heck, your life ain't gonna change because of that. Hey, there you go. Say the game is flopping. It's simple as that. No matter how many red dragons don't want to talk about. Exactly. Yeah, it's all good, man. It's all love. It's all love. And you know what? I'm gonna apologize, even though I felt like I was over the edge. So I'm gonna do the grown man thing and apologize to you guys for cussing. I almost never cuss on this channel. Literally never cuss. I keep it clean for you guys. But sometimes when you feel like you're being pushed to the edge and you're at the edge, it's just like you're just going to go off. Doesn't matter who you are. I've seen pastors, I've seen evangelists, I've seen priests. Doesn't matter who you are. You're not perfect, right? So my apologies to you guys. I feel like I owe you guys an apology, and I'm a grown man. And, you know, one thing you guys know about me is I stand up to my mistakes, and that's what a real man does. Okay. So my apologies to you guys. I don't cuss. I don't. And I love Jesus with my whole heart. And I know what I said was wrong. So I'm going to own up to it. I didn't mean to cuss or anything like that, but that's just the way how I felt in that moment. And it's been a long time since that side of me has come out. Like, that side of me was like the younger side of me when I was much younger, and I just didn't care. Right? So a real man owns up to his mistakes. All right. And I've made a mistake. God forgive me. First and foremost, I ask you, God, to forgive me. It's a Sunday. I shouldn't be cussing. I shouldn't. But I felt like I was over the edge, and God forgive me. And whether you guys forgive me or not, that's your business. But I just want to publicly say that I'm sorry for cussing. Like, I typically don't cuss on stream. Like, I don't. I use other words to replace cuss words. I don't. So, yeah. Take it how you want to take it. That's it. Hey, man. When you wake up the lion, that's what happens. So that's it. They say you don't have to apologize. You say you're just being real. You said they now be honest and answer. How would you feel if there isn't a PlayStation showcase this year? I'll be mad. I'll be mad. He said the rude boy didn't quite come out though. He said it was like a 6 on a scale of 10. Man, it says book fall back for real. Boss says, love you, bro. We human. When you get pushed over the edge, you gotta react. All love. He says, let's stop the hate, people. It's a game. Systems. He says, go outside. It says, what if there isn't a play? Yeah, I'll be pissed. If there's not a PS5 showcase, I would be pissed. But, you know, we'll see, man. We'll see. It says, I could tell that had nothing to do with us, bro. I know. But you know how it is, man. Got to be a real man. That's any man, any content creator, any man that is not going to stand up and apologize, bro. Like, and sit up. God bless you, bro. God bless you. That's just the right thing for me to do. You know, I apologize, sit up, and I apologize to all of you guys that are watching. That's it. That's what a grown man does. There's no point in sitting here and acting like I'm not in the wrong for something. You know, even if you guys think that I'm not in the wrong, like, I'm just saying. Sorry about it. My apologies. Rad says, yeah, Concord is not for me, but my kids would love to play. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Not because I say, hey, go check out Concord, don't mean everybody in here. Just like with Sony. Sony, a multi-billion-dollar corporation. Not even Sony can get y'all to play Concord. Not even Sony. Not even Sony can get y'all to play Concord. So what makes you think me, little me, 50,000 subscriber me can get y'all to play Concord? Oh, that's crazy, bro. It's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. He said, to be honest, I will be absolutely freaking furious if there's, yeah, exactly. My point exactly. You will be furious if that's the case. You will be upset if that is the case. I doubt there's going to be one this year. I hope there's one, bro. I hope there's one. It's like people are just coming with the pitchforks, bro. Like, it's like, bro, like, not because I said I had fun with Concord, don't mean that y'all gonna buy the game. Don't mean that y'all gonna play the game. It's crazy. It's crazy. And don't get it twisted, bro. I am thankful and grateful for every one of you guys in here. I don't take nothing for granted. I'm grateful for all of y'all. But sometimes some people just say some things over and over again, or they say some things to kind of push your button. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, okay, all right, now I'm fixing to, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, but it's all love. Yeah, we did get one, Night Eagle. We did. You say, yeah, I see us getting a PS showcase. I hope so, man. I hope we get a PS5 showcase this year. I hope so. You rewatch Salad? I appreciate that, bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He says, we need to know what PlayStation has planned. We need to see their roadmap. Yep. Reassurance. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I agree. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Share the stream out. I appreciate it. You say you're going to try out NCAA 25? Wait, it's on the 16th, right? I don't have access to it yet. Hold on, let me check real quick. I don't have access to it yet. So he said, laugh out loud roadmap. He said, are you going to watch Euro 2020? I don't even know if I'm going to have the time to watch that today, my brother. I'll be so busy after work. It's unbelievable. I'll keep an eye out if I can. Let's see. No, I don't have access to it yet. So we'll see once the access becomes available. PS Pro is coming. I don't even know if that's going to come. I'm just going to keep it $150, bro. I don't even know if that's going to come at all. I don't even know if that's going to come at all, bro. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to get that or not. I don't know. But we'll see. You know, we'll see. We'll see. If they monetize the multiplayer games, he says, then they should venture outside of the FPS shooters, like no one is ever going to top Call of Duty. So try something else. It's going to be hard to top Call of Duty, man. It's going to be hard. It's going to be real hard to top COD. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. It says, how can we have a PS5 Pro with no games? Maybe they are games that we don't know about. We'll see. I don't even know if this thing is real. We don't even know if this thing is real or not. So we still got to wait and see, man. We'll see. You know, we'll see, man. We will see. Nothing is touching COD, man. So I'm saying it's hard. It's hard to top COD, man. It's hard to top COD. It's hard, you know. That's just the nature of it, man. You know, it's just hard to top it. Aw, babes, thank you so much. I appreciate it, babes. Thank you for the $5. That made me smile. That spiced up my day with smiles. Thank you so much, baby. I appreciate you. You did not have to do that. Thank you so much.
Smiling face with hearts, smiling face with hearts, smiling face with hearts.
Shout outs, babes. Love you. Thank you so much. That made me smile. Last I heard, Wukong, Astrobot, Silent Hill 2 are games. Says, please tell me the future of PlayStation isn't just live service games, remakes, and remasters. We're hoping for the best, my brother. We're hoping for the best, you know? I hope that's not the case. They do have a lot of single player stuff in development. So, we'll see, man. What's up, Ray? Big Money Ray, what's popping? What's up, man? What's up? It says whether you like the game or not, the numbers are abysmal. It says time to move on. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. My man Alex. Wish you were here earlier. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, some people are saying, oh, well, you were telling your audience that the game is good for $40 and stuff. It doesn't mean if I said the game is good and I'm having fun, it doesn't mean that everybody else is going to buy it. You know, and people always pull that card. Or you were telling your audience to buy it. My taste is not somebody else's taste. To me, when you pick a character that you like, it's not a bad game. It's not horrible. I mean, it's a $40 game. It's not it could have been a $70 game. At $70, now I would have said, no, not for $70. But for $40, for me, that's fine. $40, that's fine. You know what I mean? It's a fun game. When it's not lagging, when you find a character that you care about, it's a fun game. At least for me, it is. But can't speak for everybody else. It's PvP. Says I rather play God of War than Call of Duty. Says I don't like it says I don't like God of War. Hey, I understand that. You say, yep, for $40. Yeah, $40 game. So most games for $40 is typically a hit or miss. Look at games for $70. A lot of the games that are coming out for $70, you guys sit there and say, oh, well, that's not worth $70. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. At the beginning of this generation, I'm going to come into you, Thomas. I got you. At the beginning of this generation, a lot of you dudes were like, nope, this ain't worth $70. This ain't worth 70. This ain't worth 70. I'm just saying. And that game is $40. Now, I do agree with a lot of you guys that it should have been free to play, but that's not the case. It's $40. So there you go. It says Helldivers 2 was $40 too. Nobody complaining. Okay. Marlon Gaming, it says you are missing my chat. It says when Insomniac Games, when they announced Marvel Spider-Man 2 DLC is looking good for you and me. Oh yeah, for sure. I can't wait for the DLC for Spider-Man 2. It's gonna be fire. Definitely fire. Can't wait for that. But that's what I'm saying. Like Helldivers 2 was good. You see what I'm saying? Helldivers, not even good. Helldivers 2 was amazing. Helldivers was past good. It was an amazing game. It was. I mean, I've never had that much. My fun that I had in Helldivers compared to the fun I'm having in Concord is two different type of fun. Don't get it twisted. I had more fun. Go back to my streams. I had more fun playing Helldivers 2 than playing Concord. It's two different type of fun. I mean, I was having the time of my life playing Helldivers 2, right? Concord is fun when you find a character that you are good at or you can use. Helldivers 2 was just fun all the way around. It was just fun to play with everybody else. The environment was changing as rapidly while you're fighting. It was just a whole different level of fun. And a lot of you guys can agree on that. So That's what I'm saying. Concord fun is not Helldivers 2 fun. Period. End of story. In my opinion. In my opinion. Maybe you might have a different opinion. Spider-Man is a hard game to play, Marlon. He says, I tried it and always die. Spider-Man? Oh, really? Oh, wow. I mean, to me, Spider-Man is easy, not hard. I mean, it all depends on, the type of missions you're doing. Some missions, depending on boss fights or whatever. But Spider-Man is typically easy to play, But I know everybody have different like skill sets, stuff like that. So he says, if you like Helldivers, then you should play OG. I love Lost Planet on 360. Oh, I love Lost Planet. That's basically what it is. Lost Planet and Resistance. Yes. It says, just like Microsoft, Sony has so much dormant IPs like SOCOM, but they didn't do anything with it. Yeah, like what? Yeah, exactly. That's why I was saying earlier, like, they be sitting on their games. Nah, I'm not the man. I can't be the man if you're the man, Ray. You are the man, bro. He says, who said Spider-Man was hard? Yeah. Look, scroll up in the comments. You'll see it. I mean, but like I said, for some people, certain games are hard, and that's fine. That's okay. Say Concord is fun, but it wouldn't have been better. But it would have been better with single player to build the world. I understand that. Which they do have like random cutscenes that pops up and things of that nature. So yeah, like introducing the characters and stuff. Sit Up says Concord $40 isn't the same as. That is true. I agree. Sit Up. I agree with you. Okay. I give you your flowers, my man. There you go. I agree 100%. That should let you know something about me, Sit Up. That should let you know something about you, boy. I agree. I'm always going to be honest. Bro, about how I feel about a game. You guys know me. Ain't no sugarcoating over here. I agree. Helldivers 2 $40 is not the same as Concord $40. I agree. But it is what it is. Both the games are $40. You know what I'm saying? And it could have been worse. It could have been 70. So I'm starting to see more people ask for SOCOM lately. Yeah, even bots asking about it. Yeah. For sure. Ray, I was just about to ask Ray, because Ray likes competitive, FPS games and stuff. So Ray says Concord looks boring to me. See what I'm saying? Not everybody likes Concord. And hopefully that can send a signal to Sony. Trippy says, where is Killzone, Resistance, Wipeout, etc.? So many great IPs gathering dust. Yeah, in a cellar at Sony HQ. Exactly. Concord should have been a story mode. Yeah, I agree. So that we can learn more about the characters, which I guess the random cutscenes are going to allow us to learn more about the characters. But I get what you're saying, like a full-fledged, full-fledged, like, you know what I mean? Full-fledged experience. So I agree, man. I agree with you, Sit Up. I agree. Concord has no satisfaction after playing it. Ay. That is, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. You have no satisfaction after playing it. I'm sorry. Like right now, I don't have the urge to go back and play the game like as much as I had the urge to go back and play Helldivers 2. Does that make any sense to anybody in here? Like when Concord first came out, which was, what was it? Day before yesterday, and I start playing the game and I was like, and then I start feeling out the characters and I was like, I don't like this character. The movement is too slow. And then I find Emery, like the girl with the minigun. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just go ahead and I like this girl with the minigun. So, and I started adapting to the gameplay a little bit. And I was like, okay, this is fun. I was getting some kills in the game. And I was like, okay, this is fun. But beyond that, it's just like I don't have the same urge of firing up Helldivers 2. Like, I don't have the same urge for Concord. Like, it's just like, okay, I'll play it, I'll check it out and stuff like that. And like I said, if I have to review this game, I'll review it and I'll be 100% honest with you guys on it. Like, there's no sugarcoating around here. You know what I'm saying? So once we get the full package and we get all the maps, all the modes, maybe they might work out the kinks with the weapons in the game and the unbalanced feeling of the characters and stuff. Maybe they might be able to iron out those things by August. Who knows? Maybe they might delay the game. We'll see. He says, I never liked Concord. Valorant, Apex, and Overwatch, those games are boring to me. See what I'm saying? See, that's what I'm saying. Like, some people just don't like those kind of games. Like, it's just not their cup of tea, and that's okay. It says, with all this negativity over Concord, this should be sending Sony a message that they need to do better. That is true. That is true. It says, yup, Helldivers 2 need new content ASAP. Everybody leave the game because it's quite the same ever since its release. Yeah, I heard. What about, I haven't heard anything. Didn't they say they were going to update the game with like, tanks and vehicles and have they? I haven't even like, had a chance to even like check it out. But yeah, like since the new update that they said, have they updated it yet with vehicles? I stopped playing after a while. So, Concord have no replay value like these other free to play games. He says, I've been subbed to you for pretty much a decade and I've never heard you cuss once. Feels kind of weird. I know. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I've apologized to everybody. I felt over the edge, bro. I felt over the edge and I know I shouldn't have. And my apologies. I've apologized to God and asked God for forgiveness on stream and it will never happen again. Okay. So yeah, there's that. I'm human. I'm not perfect. So stuff is going to happen, and that's with any content creator, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. Not the end of the world, but that's just the way it is. When you feel like you're being pushed over the edge, that's it. So we already apologized to everybody. Everything is good. They said the reason why I'm not buying Concord is because I know it's going to be a very small player base. And when that's low, so Sony say Killer says lose my $40. Yeah, I feel you. He says I heard that the PS5 Pro is gonna have the same design as the PS5 Slim. That's what I was hearing too.
From what I can see, you've been keeping it consistent. It's nice to see a more neutral show. 100 #Team Xbox. Cool face.
Hey, Troy, appreciate the love, man. Thank you so much for the super chats, man. You guys are coming through, revitalizing the month of July. This has been a very slow month for the channel in terms of growth and in terms of, overall just everything, I appreciate you guys coming in with the super chats because it definitely does help us out to keep these shows going financially. We have to pay for lights, for this office space, for this, internet that we're using, keeping the streams high quality. When these equipment breaks, we got to reinvest in a new camera, new mic like this one here, new equipment, keep the ball rolling, keep things going. So appreciate you, Troy. Thank you so much for the blessing, man. Thank you for the $20. I appreciate it. Thank you. God bless. Said Tarnish, he says, here you go. Some girl in the game. I could really care less. I'm supposed to feel a certain way over a game character. Oh, that's what he was trying to insinuate. Oh, Lord. My wife is not that sensitive, bro. It says, I forgive you for cussing. All right, Sean, I appreciate you, bro. He says, we know you curse off stream. Oh, here you go. He said, bro, please don't apologize for cursing, man. Be yourself, bro. He says, I'm not saying just curse all episodes, but if people don't like it, leave. Man, be you, Marlon. Yeah, but I got saved, man. I got baptized years ago, man. And you can ask my wife, like, I don't cuss. You know what I mean? I rarely, like, if I do cuss, bro, off stream, is like if I'm really pissed off. Like, I'm really like pissed off. But generally, day to day, I don't. You can ask my wife, I don't. I got saved back in 2017, and then also when I was much younger. Yeah, I know better. But, you know, we're all human. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys cuss too. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's all good. You know, it's not something that I wake up this morning and I decided that I was going to do. But you guys have to understand from the content creator point of view, like there's so much things that goes on in our minds, and you're just getting pulled in all different directions. And sometimes people are going to say things that aggravates you. And, you know, really and truly, it's not that serious. But sometimes, man, it's just, I don't know. It's like a switch that comes on, and it's just like, whoa. Just like when you're at work and somebody pisses you off. You know what I mean? Let me say this. Like, we are created in a non-perfect world. We were made and shaped in iniquity, bro. Like, we are supposed to be Christ-like. Some of you guys don't believe in Christ, but I'm just saying, like, for my belief system and how I was raised and stuff like that, I believe in Jesus, and I'm supposed to be like him. And he gets mad too, right? He gets mad. So, and we all get mad. It's just that some people go overboard with getting mad. I'm good. I'm Gucci right now. I'm good. It's just we all do. And some of y'all working your 9-to-5s, or some of y'all have your own businesses or whatever, and it just takes that one person to tick you off. You know what I'm saying? And I keep it real with all of you guys. So this is not French to you guys. Whether it's your neighbor, whether it's your girl, your man, whatever the case may be, your job, your boss, whatever. Somebody tick you off, you're probably going to go off. You're probably going to lose your cool. You see what I'm saying? So anybody out there who is acting like they perfect, they are not. You see what I'm saying? They are not perfect at all. You know, and I've promised myself years ago that I'm not going to cuss on stream. Like, I'm going to keep it clean. And that's why a lot of people come to me versus everybody else, because you have some people every stream, every video, they cuss. And that's not me. It's rare when you hear me drop any type of word. Like, it's rare, like any type of, you know, non-clean words. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean for it. In my honest heart and in my mind, I don't mean for it to happen. You know what I mean? It's not something that I wake up and put my clothes on and decide, oh, I'm going to be cussing today. Like my cousin, like he cussed like a sailor. Like he does. He cussed like a sailor. Like, and I'm like, man, every video, every word, every sentence, every statement, this, F this, that, this, F that, this. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying. So everybody, you know, some content creators, they cuss a lot. They do. He said low tier God, laugh out loud type. You have some content creators, they let it rip. Yo, Pharaoh OG, what's up, man? Pharaoh, bro, what's up, man? Pharaoh, what's up, bro? I haven't seen you in a while, bro. What's been happening to you, bro? He said, hold up. He said, you cussed on stream? He says, I missed it. Dang it. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. Yo. Hey, man. Hey, you know, he said, you don't need to explain yourself to most of the mostly toxic chat. And that's also another thing as well. He said, if y'all go hold Marlon to his... Oh, Lord, holier than thou standard. Bless that Cash App and Super Chat the same way. That's facts. That's facts. Yeah, I mean, you know, like my wife said, even with content creators that I grew up watching, like I've seen them cuss, and I'm like, wait a minute, like I never heard him cuss before, and I'm like, wait, hold up, now something must have went really wrong for them to be pissed off like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, whoa, I never heard, it's always, I never heard this before. I never heard that person, and whatever the case may be. Believe me, when somebody gets mad enough, you will see a whole nother side. And you guys have to understand, my job is not an easy job. Some of y'all think, oh, he's just sitting in a chair talking to a non-movable object. You know what I mean? He's looking in the lens of a camera and he's talking every single day. It's not as easy as it looks, because you have to talk to people. You have to engage with people. And a lot of times it's toxic. And when it's toxic, bro, nothing good comes out of toxic situations. You know what I mean? And sometimes people keep repeating themselves and being rude and all sorts of stuff. So you can't blame me 100%, because, it's part of the job. It's part of the job. You know what I mean? Or it's part of the hobby, or whatever you want to call this. Like, that's just the way it is. You know what I mean? Like, this line of work, you got to deal with the good and you got to deal with the bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, and most of the time the chat is toxic. That's just the way it is. Okay, Zo, you already know, bro. Says, I like that Xbox hat. Oh yeah, I had it for years, man. I haven't worn it in a long time. He say, he'll yeah, Marlon. He said, I say, yeah, Marlon, speak your mind, bro. He says, we all have missed that mark. That's why Jesus died for us. That is true. He said, we were talking about games. Yeah, we're talking about games, but even talking about games, it becomes toxic. You know what I mean? It gets real toxic talking about games, because you have these fanboys and all this and that, and they're just egging on the situation, egging on. It says, what's your most anticipated game regardless of year or platform? Gears of War E-Day. Ghost of Tsushima 2. It says, if y'all feel like that, bless the super chat. I'm waiting. Pop it off, y'all. Ain't nobody fixing to pop off. Jamal, you're going to be on your own with that one, popping off stuff in the chat. Ain't nobody fixing to pop off no super. I mean, we gotten a few super chats, and I'm grateful for that. But ain't nobody about to pop off no super chat, man. Hey, Jamal, maybe you need to start it off. Maybe you need to start it off, and then everybody else will go after. I don't know. He said, nah. It says, I had to back off social media. It was turning me evil. Wow. Can't do that. Can't let people pull you off your square. That is true. 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 It said the baby keeps trying to turn Marlon off. She doesn't like him anymore. Oh, Lord. This is Sit Up. I don't care what y'all were talking about, and I didn't even say who is toxic. Laugh out loud. Take it as you wish. People are still very toxic. It said, what was the news today? We talked about Concord, the poor numbers of Concord. Only 1,100 concurrent players for PC, and then for PS5, I believe 900 and something. That is not good. I really hope that number goes up. And I just basically gave my thoughts on the game, on how I feel about the beta and stuff like that. He says, I've never played Ghost of Tsushima. Can you give me a small review? Okay, so Ghost of Tsushima is one of those games where if you played like Assassin's Creed, or if you played like, what's the other game I want to compare this to? Just like off the top of my head, Ghost of Tsushima, like similar to like Rise of the Ronin. If you played Rise of the Ronin, it's similar to that. And you just play a samurai that, I don't want to spoil the story for you, but his uncle got kidnapped pretty much. And you just got to get back your uncle. And then this happened around the time when the Mongol like invasion was happening in Japan. And so, your job is to, wipe out the Mongols, off of the land of Tsushima and get your uncle back. That's basically it. But the gameplay mechanics is really, really good. Yeah, I love that game, man. I love that game. Is a masterpiece. Let's see here what's going on in the chat. It says, well, some of us are working, so I'm not looking at every comment. Say, hey, what's up? It says, how you doing today, buddy? It says, I like your videos. I want to talk to you about Switch 2. I do this for work. I know about the Switch 2. It would be way more powerful. Yeah, we're getting rumors about it right now, saying that it's going to be on the power level of a Series S or a PS4 Pro or something like that. It's supposed to be coming out next year, so we'll kind of see on that one how it actually turns out. Can defend no one on this. One the mouth speaks the truth. It says I pre-order Silent Hill 2. Oh Lord, here you go. Here you go, Venom. Here you go. Oh Lord. It's a must play. Yeah, it is. It is a must play. It really is. It really is, man. What's up? What's up, Blue Arrow? What's going on? He said, Marlon the Legend. What's up, brother? Man, I can't call it, bro. I'm just here. Just here, man. Just here trying to wrap up this stream for you guys today, man. Just here. I appreciate y'all. Can't wait for GTA 6. I can't wait for GTA 6 either. Can't wait. I cannot wait. I need a souvenir. Says I would say it as a slow start. Maybe that's why I can't stick it out. Oh, you're talking about Concord? I don't know, man. I really hope Concord does well for Sony, or at least decent for them. I don't know, because spending all that money, bro, and with the feedback that we're getting right now and with what's going on right now, from what I've played, it's just not no game of the year. You know what I mean? And it wasn't the same feeling on how I felt about Helldivers 2. Just keeping it real. Just keeping it real. I said GTA 6 is going to be good graphics. Oh, yeah. I think both gameplay and graphics. It says, I remember hearing you cuss before when we was playing COD, but it's all good. Yeah. I mean, if I'm playing a game and I get irritated enough, yeah. I mean, yeah. And that was on Twitch, right? If I remember correct, I think it was on Twitch. But yeah, like I said, it's on rare occasions whenever I do. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to, and I shouldn't. And I'm just going to try my best not to anymore. But sometimes, man, when you get pushed over the edge, it's just like, oh, whether it's a game being annoying for that moment, or somebody saying something crazy, or it's being toxic or whatever. They drop factions, Spider-Man multiplayer, Twisted Metal for Concord, so they better make it work. I know. I need Metal Gear to come back. We'll see. Twitch and offline. Yeah, okay, Ray. He says, we need a refresh at this point. He says, new consoles, great roadmaps with good games and actual exclusives, or at least some features that make owning a console worth it. Yes, most definitely. I pre-ordered Marvel vs. Capcom Collection for PS4, and I bought me a new PS4 electric decal shock controller. He says, I'm so ready for it. My man, that's what's up. He said, well, I know I would be a bad influence. Oh, Lord. Some of y'all would be letting it fly. He says, would you say Ghost of Tsushima has a slow start? I'm struggling to finish it. I bought it on the first day and I still haven't gotten around to finish it. Slow start? Kind of. Yeah, I would say kind of. Not too slow, but most games, have a build up and stuff like that. So It said, Marlon, you think Last of Us Part 3 coming soon since the HBO? Yeah, I mean they already said that that they're gonna be coming out with it. And stuff. So I don't maybe that will be nice. That way they can maximize sales, but we'll see. That will be nice. Say, hey Marlon, I'm happy. My childhood games is back. Plus, I clear out all my 4 Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classic. Really? That's what's up, man. I said, stick it out. Ghost of Tsushima Fire. And this is the words of the big. Oh, man. It says, I know about the power of Switch. 2, want me to tell you? I could tell you about the power. I do this for a living. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Are you some kind of engineer? The one? Is the red, are you some kind of architect or something? Is the Red Dead Redemption 2 worth it? Oh, yeah, it is. Masterpiece. I'm done. I'm done with Zorro, bro. I'm done. I'm done with this man, bro. I'm done with this man, bro. Oh, really? Oh, that's what's up, the one. I'm done with y'all, man. I'm done with y'all. He says, I want another Uncharted game. Some people are tired of Uncharted. From what I was hearing that Sony is doing, another Uncharted. So, we'll see. He says, yo, Marlon, what's going on with Concord? I missed it. Yeah, not good. Only 1,100 players in the past 24 hours on Steam, and then on PS5, apparently it's only 900 players. That's ridiculously crazy. Like, I don't know what's going on right now. People are just not liking this game, man. And then I gave my opinion on how I felt about it as well. I said it was a 7.5 for me. I said that it was fun once I picked a character. I talk about the imbalancement of the characters in the game, the weapons in the game. A lot of them they just feel useless. I would like to see more variations of maps, more backbone to the characters. I do love the fact I love the graphics. I love the 60 FPS. The facial animations on the characters are really good. It definitely looks next gen for sure. So it's not all bad, but like I said, I'm not the biggest hero shooter type of guy, but hey. And then a lot of the characters are slow, so yeah. Life is Strange. Nah, I don't even remember, man. Maybe once before, but I'm not a big fan of Life is Strange. 900, bruh. He said, that's my friends list on Facebook. Yeah, that's not a lot of people. It's not a lot of people. Another Uncharted would be cool. Yeah. It definitely would be cool, but we'll see if we get that. It says, not every game is gonna be a hit. That is true. And that's why I played it. And that's why I said, hey, for me, it's a 7.5. It's $40. For what they're asking for what you're getting, I think it's worth the $40. But that's not going to be for everybody. And like I said, it's not a game that I'm like, oh, okay, I need to go play right now. Like, it's not like Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2, I just wanted to play that all the time until I stopped playing it. And so, Concord, it's a decent game. For what they're asking for, $40 to me, I feel like it's a decent game. They just have to work out the kinks on a lot of things, which I've already said. So, just they have work to do, man. Work to do. Every game might not be a hit, but it should be at least good in that community or niche. That is true. He said Naughty Dog already making 2 games, and they're working on at least Last of Us 3. They obviously got the script done on Last of Us. Yeah, they did. They already got the script done. And I believe they're working on something new as well before we get Last of Us Part 3. So Last of Us Part 3 is probably going to be the last game, you know, in the series, which is fine. Exactly, Lieutenant. Exactly. 900 players on PS5 and 59.3 million PS5 sold. Now they adding up. Could it be that the sales are inflated? This is first party PS5 game also. Wow, exactly. It says, I can't wait for Black Ops 6. So ready for OG zombies to come back. I know. It says, I'm still waiting on pre-order of Marvel vs. Capcom collection at PlayStation Store. Got you. Can't wait to play college football tomorrow. Oh, so it's dropping tomorrow. Okay. I thought it was 16th, or I guess early access or something. Says, I'm not buying Last of Us 3. No, Joel, no buy. I feel you on that, man. But I love y'all. Thank y'all so much, guys, for being here today. I typically don't stream on a Sunday. Make sure you guys give this stream a thumbs up. I typically don't stream on Sundays, but whenever I do, it's a rare occasion. Thank you, Sony, as well, for sending over the game for us to check out on the channel. I do appreciate Sony. Thank them so much for that. I just wanted to come on here and kind of do a general news show around the numbers of Concord and give you guys my raw opinions on the actual game. And yeah, it was a really good stream and everything. And like I said, my apologies earlier for cussing and stuff like that. I did not mean to. I've already apologized on that. But hug somebody, tell them you love them. Put God first, everything last. And tomorrow is Monday, a brand new week. We're halfway through the month. And so hopefully we can get some bigger announcements that is going to, you know, excite us again. And hopefully you guys, you know, give Concord a shot before the beta ends and to see if you like it or not. But the numbers are not looking too good right now. And a lot of people have a lot of things to say about this game. And so hopefully Sony is taking this feedback right now, whether they need to actually delay the game and work out the kinks on a lot of the issues that I've talked about in this stream that I experienced with the game. But we'll see what happens. I appreciate y'all for being here. Hit that like button. Let's see if we can get over 200 likes and subscribe to the channel. Enjoy your Sunday, guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Love y'all. Be blessed. Be easy. Enjoy your Sunday with your family. Hug somebody and tell them you love them. And tell somebody you forgive them. Peace. Love y'all.
They was praying that I fall off. Stood 10 toes, never fall young. Finna ball off. And it's still west side Pasadena, never finna fall off. Stood 10 toes, never fall young. Finna ball off. And it's still west side Pasadena.
Are you shit some fans, huh? Hey, really got a plan, huh? But coming to some paper, you won't even lift your man up. I'm coming off the dribble, it's simple, I make them stand up. Come from where they sagging, now luxury, hold my pants up. I'm nasty, Nick, you should ask me. Best about the city, ask my daughter why she dabbing. Got my name.